Hi, everyone. So excited for this. This is our first official Stigma Shifter team call. I am so excited. I know there's several people that are still hopping on or people that are going to be watching the replay, but I'm super excited you guys are all here, and I seriously can't wait for the explosion that's going to happen in April. So is the echo too bad in here? We doing okay? Okay. So right now I am literally stacked up on pillows on my bed with this as the background because this is my office right now. So since I'm down south. So funny story, just real quickly before we get started, as people are still hopping on, is I made it all the way to bronze working on my bed with pillow desk with a background with my husband and I living in one room with two dogs while we renovated our area. And I only had a phone. I did not have an iPad. I did not have a computer. I did everything on my phone. So if any of you are like, oh no, I have to wait till I get to this point, or I have to wait till I get this device, or I have to go get the newest Apple Watch to make your business grow, you're wrong. You can do it any way that you possibly can. So I'm super excited for everyone hopping on. I am a little bit jacked up nervous. If you can't tell, I'm so excited about this. I can barely contain myself. We're going to go through a lot of different things tonight. There is a lot of just incredible things we're about to announce. And I just saw Kristen's comment. Yeah, she made it all the way to Ruby, working 12-hour midnights with 4 kids, and they were all in cheer. So you don't have time. You just don't have motivation, or you don't have discipline. So I'm super excited to work with everybody to help you complete your goals. You know, everyone's journey is different. Everyone has a different path. You know, we all have to go to university, right? A lot of us are in different university stages, or maybe you're still in high school and you haven't quite gone to college yet. That's okay. Wherever you are in your business right now is how we're going to adjust. So, okay, I can't wait. I'm so excited to share everything with you guys. So let me just open up my presentation that I just finished working on. And don't be too harsh on my judgment with the presentation thing, guys. It's not my strong suit. Creative stuff's Haley. Okay. So this awesome graphic you're about to see, Haley. If the graphics look bomb, Haley or Kristen, not me. So bear with me. I'm probably going to pay someone eventually to make my own slide presentations. So let me get this set up here somewhere. There it is. Okay, cool. Okay, now it's making me exit out to then go back in. All right. So we officially have our own Stigma Shifter team calls every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you in different time zones, there's your time zones. Don't ask me what time. I'm just going to tell you 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or my husband would probably say military time, which I'm still learning. So I think that's what, I don't know, 1100, or no, that's so wrong. I don't talk in military. This is why. Okay, so whatever your time zone is what you're going to go by. Okay, so if you know your time zones, that's why I always put 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because if you try to get me to tell you what your time zone is, it's not going to happen. Okay, so let's make sure that we get as many people on here as we possibly can every Monday night. We're plugging in the new people to this. We'll be updating the launch documents this week. I'm doing tons of housekeeping stuff. I know some of you probably noticed that the cover photo in Stigma Shifter is still for March. That's okay, because we had to get all these other scheduling stuff up. So I'm gonna go over all that today. That's gonna get updated. But there were some more pressing important things that I'm gonna talk about at the end that we had to finish first. How do I make this go? Okay, cool. All right, so time for the top producers of our team. Okay, so what this is I look through the entire organization, every single person under me, and I look at and say, okay, who were the ones that brought in the most customer plus ambassador volume together that was new volume? You could have had 2,000 in accumulative customer volume and not be on this list, because this is new volume. So new signups. This is what this is based on. So I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, but I'm super excited. And you're going to see who's working, and then I'm going to explain what each of these people are doing. Okay, so congratulations, Kaylee. If you guys want to shout out in the chat, can you guys see the chat on my screen right now? Okay, perfect. So I can put that to the side. So Kaylee, congratulations. Everybody can tell her congratulations. She is my personally sponsored ambassador. We have been working together for a while now, but the thing that really strikes me about Kaylee is the fact how she never stops growing. And every single month, so she's been executive for a little bit now, and every single month her numbers go up and up and up and up. And this month is going to be her month to hit elite. But the thing that I love about Kaylee is she works a full-time job. She's a banker, more than full-time. Like, I swear she never stops working. She loves hiking. She has a grown son, but she really struck me. And the reason I reached out to her initially was because of her energy and because we love baking a bunch of stuff and cooking, right? And so when I reached out to her, and I'm explaining this because I think sometimes you guys only see the success of people and not where they came from and not how they've worked. And so I really want to make sure that we hit home on that, because Kaylee has been in multiple companies and she's never been as successful as Q, which is incredible. Like, think about that. So she went through high school, she's in university right now, and she's learning. And the graphics that you're going to see from the top 5 producers are all from our March Madness to May Flowers group. So if you don't know what that is, don't worry. I'm going to explain it at the end with all the other stuff. And I'm really excited because you can really see who's doing the work based on these numbers alone. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not going to be on these, but I will next time. So I'm super excited that Jessica Burns, or Cotter, if any of you get notifications from her, she's also my personally sponsored. She's number 4 for this entire last month. She was brand new. Okay. She's in Nova Scotia, Canada. And the quotes that you see too are kind of like what they're wanting to live by for the month. And her monthly quote was focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase, which I wanted to point that out because it's so important, because so many of us get caught up in I'm not where I want to be right now. And you forget how far you've come. Sometimes it's not even your rank. Sometimes it's your personal development. And I'll tell you guys, Jessica's had a lot of personal development, and that's showing through her numbers, bringing in her new preferred customers and new ambassadors in an area that no one was really in before now. And so she's blowing up Nova Scotia with her team now, and it's super exciting to see. I'm proud of Jessica. So congratulations. Tanya Dennett. Okay, so she's a Canadian too. She was number 3 for the entire month of March. I've done a call with her before, and she's a really incredible woman. If you don't know her story, you should ask her, which is going to lend me into a little drip that I'm going to have on you guys. I don't have a graphic or slide put for it, but we're actually going to have our own Stigma Shifter customer group. And I'm really excited for all of you guys to be able to share your testimonies in there. And Tanya has an amazing one. So I'm going to touch on that a little bit later. If you guys see me start to end the call and I haven't talked about that, like, someone unmute and tell me to talk about it, because squirrel, right? So congratulations, Tanya, you're number 3. She's a mama. She's super busy. And, I don't want to share her personal story, but she's kind of an incredible person. She also has a lot of different obstacles that she overcomes on a daily basis that many of us don't even think about. And so I would love to maybe have her on our next testimony. Congratulations. Number 2 of top producers is no surprise at all, Miss Sheena Tuplin. She's literally always on our recognition. This girl's moving and grooving. And this is her new graphic from the month of April. But congratulations, Sheena, on number 2. The thing that I love about Sheena is that she's always plugging ahead. She's always making sure that she's doing the best that she absolutely can, and is leading from the front with new enrollments, new customers, new ambassadors. And for her to be number 2 for the whole month of that just reiterates that. Congratulations, Sheena. And then number 1 is Kate Dressel. I don't believe she's on tonight. I think she had an Easter dinner. But you guys, many of you know her from Canada because she introduced a lot of you into Q, and you've now found your home because she decided to change her life. She's literally always on the recognition board, and I'm excited to see her continue to grow. I'm excited to see her continue to become an incredible leader and make those pivots and changes that we need to have as we're a ground floor company, right? We need strong leaders with a lot of different character to be able to come together with different ideas. So congratulations, Kate, on number 1. And I'm excited to see the recognition for the next week that we have coming up. So we're going to do weekly breakdowns, and then the first call of the month is always going to be monthly. So the 500 CV Club, I wanted to give a special shout out to everyone who qualified for this. So Pura Vida, these bracelets, okay, these are people that they joined the 500 customer volume club for the month of March. So you're going to see these people that got 500 customer volume. Now, these bracelets are awesome bracelets, and it's also kind of like you go to conference and it's kind of like a, hey, look at me. I got one of these. I'm one of the cool kids. Okay. But say you're a guy, because we do have lots of guys on our team, and you don't want to rock a bracelet, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Then you can reach out to Kristen and let her know, and she'll get you a gift card instead. But I love this because sometimes we only focus on the 1001 club. And I love that we're breaking this down and focusing on the 500 club. So that means 5 customers that love their Q core. This is cumulative. So it's not brand new volume every month. This is 5 people that they're every month on their auto ship. And we have an auto ship business, right? That is how we count on our stuff for the next month. That is how we get the weekly pay. That is how we know what is coming. So having this kind of incentive, I think, is really, really important. And I'm excited to share the next bracelet for April after we recognize these 3 people. So Megan Miller, Kate Drissel, and Sheena Tuplin, congratulations, you guys. You all had part of the 500 club. If I missed anyone, there's another person on the next slide, so stop making faces, Lindsay. But if I missed anyone from the 500 club, let me know, because I would love to recognize you and shout you out. We're going to start having these up in our team page as well. And I just want to make sure that I recognize you guys. Congratulations for getting your bracelets, but a special recognition for Natasha. Natasha not only got the Pura Vida bracelet, but she also got the 500. She was part of the 500 club, and she stepped that up and got into the 1K club. Taryn last month was running an incentive that if you hit 1,001 customer volume, you get a free bag of Twist. Okay. In Canada, it's a big deal because you guys don't have hemp, and anytime Twist or anything hemp is mentioned, you guys like go crazy over, right? Natasha is always working consistently. She has a heart of gold from what I could tell, and her integrity level is on point. And so it's been amazing to see her grow and to see her come in and just rock this out. And then she also won the cup, but I'm going to go over that in just a moment, of everyone that won that incentive. And I got to pull that up in like 2 seconds. Okay. Kristen sent me the list. So, all right. So first I want to talk about this month's color. So I love that it's like rainbow color. Okay. Because we're all kind of rocking this out. It's beautiful. I love it. It's like the sunset type thing. And the same rules apply, guys. So you're going to be able to stack. So everyone that got the one for March, you're going to have the teal one. And then for this month, you're going to have this one, right? Because you're going to maintain that volume because it's an auto ship business. So you're just going to add and add and add to it, right? So I'm super excited to have this happen and see who all gets this. I can't wait to make your graphics and shout you guys out. If you hit this, let me know, and I will make you a graphic with your name on it so that you guys can send that to your leader, and your leader can shout you out on your Facebook or in your team chats. It's really important to do the social media shout out, not just for you, but because of who it attracts, right? People join people, not companies or products. Remember that every single time, over and over again. People stay for people, people go for people, and people join for people. So leading into the next super exciting incentive, because we only have 1 million incentives to reward our team for working hard, right? We want to make sure that you guys are on track with your businesses and you keep this momentum going. But as always, Kristen does incredible incentives. The Pura Vida, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I think I'm butchering it. But the Pura Vida, I'm going to say, bracelets is her. The cups were her. This Peloton giveaway is her. Like, if you guys don't realize yet who is funding most of our incentives, it's not corporate. It's our leader, our blue diamond heart of gold leader, Kristen Adams. So if you have won any of these incentives and you have not thanked her yet, you should probably do so, because this comes out of her pocket, because she wants to see all of us grow and all of us become better and to see us win. I've never met someone who wants her team to win more than Kristen Adams. And I just hope every day that I'm living up to the way that she treats her team with servitude as well. And so I'm going to talk just briefly about this. So how do you get entered into this? How does your people get entered into this? Because it's not just your potentials that get an entry, but you get an entry too. And I will tell you guys, every single person that I have seen be on this, the results back, because Kristen sends me the forms that they fill out at the end of everyone on our team. You guys would be shocked by how many people said they never thought about making money, or it was never mentioned to them about a business until they saw an opportunity call, and now they want to know how to make money. That's crazy. So being able to invite people to these opportunity calls and, not just get them interested in the winning of the Peloton. If you guys are in Canada, guys, you're not going to get a Peloton shipped to your house. It will be a Peloton gift card, a Lululemon Mirror gift card, or a $1,500 Amazon gift card. Okay. So I'm just going to clarify that. The fact that Kristen is putting this out is absolutely phenomenal, because you should be doing this stuff anyways. This is your business. Okay. So she's rewarding you for helping to grow your people, but also helping attract people on. And so how do you win this? Okay. So you invite them to one of our live presentations. So this is tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, and there is a Friday, but that graphic wasn't quite finished yet. And then there's sometimes a Saturday one that will pop in. If someone's able to do it, I'll share that graphic as well. So you invite them onto these calls. Now, I will tell you, the recent partner that I just brought on, she was interested in doing this. And I said, hey, you know what? Why don't you hop on the opportunity call that my mentor, Kristen Adams, is doing? Like, I promise you, you're going to learn so much. And before we talk, I just want to make sure this is something that you're interested in. Okay. She watched it. We got on a 101 call. Then I connected her with Kristen. And then she signed up to be a partner, and she is so excited about everything happening. So utilize these. They're so important. And the way that we're doing them now is just amazing. So Kalina has Tuesday night, and I'm going to just give you guys some background about each person. Kalina is a holistic, just had a brain fart. She's a holistic practitioner. Is that her title? I think it is. But anyways, she's a platinum ambassador, and she has an incredible story with her son and the ability to just do so much stuff with seeing him with the nonverbal and grow from that, and having the products result with success with Q. She's also on the Equity Council. And then Amanda Cramey, she is on Wednesday night. She's an incredible friend of mine. She's literally works like 10 jobs, guys, and she's a gold ambassador. I'm not even kidding. She legit has like, well, not 10, but 3 jobs, and she's a labor and delivery. She's in labor and delivery. She does a bunch of different stuff, but she's a gold leader, and she's one of the best presenters that I have seen, to be honest with you. And then I have Thursday. I think everyone knows me. Does anyone need me to go over like a little bit more information? I'll just do that just in case, because I don't know who's on this call. So I'm Jada Stacy. Okay. Nice to meet you. If I haven't met you yet. I am your silver leader. So every single person in our team page and on this call, you guys are all on my team. I am an Army wife. It's been a little crazy with that. My husband went into the Army. He's a combat medic, or training to be a combat medic. I actually found Q from really rare illnesses. I got help with just excruciating pain, and then saw an opportunity to make an income from home because I couldn't work a normal job. And then I also just love to motivate people. I love helping people. I love mentoring. And I have been with Q for 2 years and not quite 4 months yet. So I didn't have any network marketing experience before Q. And so I hit the level of silver in a year and 9 months. So that's some information for you guys to just share to be able to do this. But going back to, okay, apparently I can't work a slideshow. Going back to the incentive really quickly is you invite them to a live call, okay? Not a recording. I'm just making sure I'm making that abundantly clear. A live call. If they watch the recording, that is awesome. It's amazing. I'm glad that they're getting the information, but they will not count towards an entry. Okay. On every single one of the calls, there is a code word at the end that is not recorded in the call that they will have to put in to be able to enter it into this. They have to watch the whole presentation. Okay. Not to mention that, but if an ambassador were to enter into this, you need to have an auto ship run from the 1st to the 5th of the month. Okay. So auto ships are really, really important in our business. So make sure that you have your 100 PV auto ship run so that you don't miss out on this. So you get a point, they get a point, and they get awesome information given. All of these ambassadors are silver and above. I don't know who's calling me. Silver and up. Can you guys see my presentation, or did it just disappear? How do I go back to presentation? Somebody's got to teach me how to go on Do Not Disturb on my MacBook. Okay. All of these ambassadors, if I'm not mistaken, that are presenting are silver and above, which means that we all have a lot of experience presenting, which is really important when you have brand new people coming. So our last incentive winners that I would like to shout out, and if you're on this call, definitely give yourself a round of applause. Everybody, let's just shout out everyone that's getting this incentive. But Ashley Peralt, I think I totally butchered that last name. Kaylee, you want to help me out?
Peralt.
Okay, thank you. Ashley Peralt. Some of you guys have like super interesting names that are really hard for me because I struggle with normal stuff. Okay, Kate Dressel, congratulations getting this. And all of these are either this incentive or the one that we ran the 1st through Sunday. Okay, so what this is, just to clarify, is the rainbow water bottle tumbler, which, by the way, colors vary. So if you get a red one, don't send me a message and ask why you didn't get a rainbow one. Okay, colors vary, but they come inside of it with hemp honey and with the CBD twist, which is really cool because this is a way to help you close your month and begin your month strong. So congratulations, Kate Dressel, Lindsay Whitmarsh, Natasha Critch, I think. Natasha, congratulations. Tanya Dennett. And then our last winner. Nope, just kidding. That was it. So thank you guys for participating in this. I'm super excited for this. If you're in Canada, all of your stuff is going to be sent to your Canadian leader, and that will be shipped out to you. I believe Lindsay is receiving all of them because I think every single one of you in Canada, we're all on her team. So shout out to Lindsay for being a badass mentor. Okay. Because like all her team is blowing up the charts. So congratulations. Super, super proud of you. Okay. So another incentive. You guys like getting this yet? Like how much our mentors care about us? So this is one that Terrence Arconi's putting on. And I'll be quite honest, I didn't understand it until like less than a week ago. And once I understood it, I was like, wait a second. So I can take me and hubby within the next year of winning this incentive, because whoever gets the points wins it. And we can go on a post-baby moon, like with my butt on the sand and not do anything and not have to pay for this trip. Like what? So if you don't understand what this is, you should. And there's a form now that you're going to fill out. There's going to be a whole post in Stigma Shifter with each of these incentives we're going over, making sure that you're not lost. It's going to be marked as an announcement. Okay. So this incentive is you earn 30 points by bringing in new ambassadors or new customers from March 1st to March 31st. So all of you guys who brought in all of those new customers and ambassadors last month, you didn't realize you were already stacking up points. You already have points. Yes, Canada too, towards a Mexico trip. Now, how this works is it's a voucher. So anytime within the next year, you can use this. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is not a group trip to Mexico. This is a when you want to go relaxation with you and your spouse. Maybe your spouse is incredibly supportive of you and have sacrificed different things, maybe being with the kids more or sacrificing personal time with you or this and that. And maybe this is how you want to reward them, because that's what I want to do with my husband. Like, he's been incredibly supportive of my business. And so you better believe I am gunning for those 30 points. So how this works is if you bring in an ambassador, which the standard of ambassador signups is 100 PV. If you cannot come in with 100 PV, you should be a customer first, and then we can upgrade you to be ambassador. You get 3 points for that. Any preferred customer, I think it's customers period. From 1 point to 50 points is you get 1 point from that. Okay. And then customers coming in with 51 to 100 PV or personal volume, you get 2 points. So you're going to be able to fill out a form, and you're going to be able to put this in and keep track of all of your points. Now, each of us need to be keeping track of our own points so we know. And then when we get to the 30, we let Tara know, and she's watching the forms. Okay. You must have your 100 PV auto ship set. Have you guys noticed the theme yet? Every single incentive we have is you must have 100 PV auto ship go through. Okay. The last thing I want to briefly talk about in terms of point value before we real quickly go over a surprise and a really exciting, all the things that I can't like barely contain myself with, is the business suite. Any of you, in my personal opinion, that is executive at minimum, should be purchasing the business suite monthly for your team. If you cannot run reports for your team, if you cannot look at your business, anything like that, you need to be. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go watch Q News from today or any day, because we always talk about the business suite. Okay. Q News should be something that is always watched every Monday. Even if you can't watch the live, watch the replay, because if you're not keeping up with the Q News, you're not keeping up with your business. They had some really exciting things announced today, like how the US is going to begin going to weekly pay in May. Okay. But they also, in the US right now, if you have the business suite, then you get free auto shipping. So that's included with that. Canada, I'm sorry, it's going to come soon. Keep growing your numbers. Canada, though, you guys actually had an amazing shipping promo this month because you guys hit your goals from last month for the whole company. So you guys have different flyers that are available. You guys have your separate Q News. You know what I'm talking about. Next week, I'll make sure that it's actually up on here, since so much of our team does come from Canada, but I just thought of that right now. So I'm super excited with everything that's happening and the growth that we're experiencing. Make sure you have your business suite on. Okay. So for the really exciting stuff did I forget anything from stuff like that? I think I'm good, right? Okay. So I am really excited to share this. So do you guys notice that the 1 through 5 top producers had a graphic and they were all unique? That's because I didn't make them. So we have this group called March Madness to May Flowers. The name my mom came up with. My mom actually, Tammy, because you guys obviously don't call her mom. Okay. So those of you who don't know, she actually overrides all of Canada on our team. Many of you guys are actually on her team, and she's not super public speaker person, but she works in the background and she helps me to come up with amazing ideas and incentives. And so she was like, we need a group that we can be accountable in. Well, many of you already know we were already doing a group chat where everyone was reporting, putting in their IPAs that they were doing, but it was getting overwhelming because so many of you were rocking out your businesses and wanting to join that we needed a place that we could do that. And so for the entire month of April, we launched this March Madness to May Flowers. It's a 90-day run group. You can come in at any single point, okay? If you decide tomorrow, hey, I need to get my business on track, I need to take care of everything that I'm trying to do, I need to be accountable, I want to be in the group. So let me break down how this works. And then I'm going to share with you guys our new daily success strategy form. Okay, so the March Madness to May Flowers is you go in and you make your own graphic. You put your name at the top, your picture in the middle, wherever, doesn't matter, and a quote for the month that you want to live by. Mine is start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. I found that because, as many of you know, last month was really, really hard for me. My brother was killed, and I had to take a lot of time off and family emergency. And if it wasn't for Q and the stability of our business, I wouldn't be able to do that. I was able to pick up at a moment's notice and come down to South Carolina because of Q Sciences. And I'm still down here to be with family and to keep safe from everything going on where I live. And it's amazing because a normal job, I couldn't just take a month off. With this, we can work anywhere and do anything. And so that's why my quote is what it is. But there's going to be a video when you first join the March Madness Mayflowers. If you want to be a part of this group, message in the team chats, either New Beginnings or Stigma Shifters, and we will add you in. Your mentor will see that and add you in. You must watch the mandatory video at the top to participate. We will have different incentives, different rewards. It's a way to help you guys keep super accountable. But what's really important too is setting your boundaries. I want you guys to intentionally look at the boundaries you're setting. You can obviously see what mine are, okay? Also, what my personal reach out working hours. So when I'm filling out my daily success strategy, okay, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, also called an IPA or income producing activities. I like daily success strategy because it is more personalized towards your personal business. Yes, I do coaching calls. Yes, I do potential calls. Yes, I do all this other stuff. So you'll notice that my 1 hour minimum, AKA a minimum of doing one of those forms, is matched by no more than 7 hours for team income producing activities. So we really wanted to put the emphasis on the phase one, okay? The keeping in building your business. It is super important to do that. And then putting when your boundaries are. So I don't work Sundays. Everybody knows. You message me about a product or problem or business or anything on Sundays, probably going to ignore you, okay? Until Monday. Nothing personal. Lindsay's laughing her head off over there because I'll be like, yeah, no, we'll talk tomorrow. Okay, I'll say that one time and then I won't say it anymore and I'll leave you on red until the next day because that is a boundary for me. We have to set hard boundaries and time blocking so that we can continue growing our businesses. So this group is designed to help keep you accountable. You want the details, join the group. You can watch the video. If it's not for you, that's okay. But we say what days we're working and how much. I'm working on my personal IPAs from Tuesday to Saturday. Mondays are designated as team calls to me. Okay, so you should be able to go through my graphic theoretically and see each day that I'm doing that. But it also allows your mentors to all keep on the same page. Now, I have learned through doing this business that the best way to keep accountable in this business is to have an accountability partner, to see people watching what you're doing. Okay, so I would highly recommend that you all pair up with somebody within the team and have that accountability, have that brainstorming session. Some of my best ideas come from other leaders and sidelines, okay, which I'm going to talk at the end about our customer group and how that got started in a moment. But also, you want to have the accountability of, look, I need to treat this like a business and not a side hustle. I want to retire from my job. I want to stay home with my kids. I want to do whatever it is. Well, you need to decide, are you going to treat it like a job or just this little thing that you do when you feel like it? Because I promise you, to be honest with you, about 90% of the time, I don't feel like it. Okay. I don't feel like filling out a daily success strategy. I don't feel like doing opportunity calls. I'm just being blunt with you guys. I don't feel like doing it sometimes. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe my pregnancy is driving me crazy. Maybe I'm having a hard time with things going around me. Whatever it is, this is a disciplined thing. And without discipline, there will never be success, not long-term. You have to have the discipline. And so this helps to set that up. Does that make sense? And if you have any questions, you can put it in the comments and I can take a look at it at the end. Okay, so here it is. Da, 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 da. This is our daily success strategy. Now, you're probably looking at it and you're like, whoa, that's way different. Okay, so we had an income producing activity sheet, but there were a lot of things that didn't quite fit the vibe of our team. Maybe some things that we don't necessarily do, or things that we just, Kristen and I decided we needed to do more of. So Kristen actually did something like this for each of her teams. So Stigma Shifters has her own. And then we got together and looked at different things that we could do to help increase productivity. So I'm not going to go super in depth about this because, again, I did a training on it in the March Madness to May Flowers group. Okay. But I do want to briefly go over this. So I will have in the morning, if not tonight, I'm going to try to do it tonight. I will have a PDF file that you can download, save, whatever, in the files section of Stigma Shifter. From now on, from tonight till forever, anything that we do, you will not ever find in the Freedom Movement. Okay. We have our own team page, our own team calls. So if you're looking there, you will not find it. So start adding your people into just Stigma Shifters unless it's called for. But the way that we're doing things now is if there's something that you guys need to know about, Taryn will be going live in our team page, like the Mexico incentive that she went live explaining about. That way we don't have too many groups. Does anyone ever get overwhelmed with how many groups we sometimes have? Me, like everybody. So let's just minimize this and invite people to Stigma Shifters. Okay. So we have this form now, and I'm like beyond excited about this. So we have a group for you to be able to build your relationships daily. Okay. I love doing that through stories. We have a peek and invite. Okay. So someone said they're really struggling today with their kids. They're being crazy. Then you'd be like, oh yeah, girl, me too. If it wasn't for this powder drink I give them, I would probably lose my dang mind. Okay. That is peaking. Okay. Oh, what's that? What do you mean? Well, I mean, I can invite you to an opportunity, or not, I don't say opportunity, but I can invite you to a call that gives you more information if you're interested. And you could even win a Peloton. Okay. Boom. Peaked, boom, invited. Okay. Now you've exposed them. They can get on tomorrow night's call at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Awesome. Write their name down. And then they were like, you know what? I actually really need to make an extra income. I had to start staying home because of COVID, and we really could use some money to fill the gap. What do you think about that? Or you're asking them their favorite thing after the call. Okay. Then you say, you know, my good friend Jada has been able to stay home due to her illnesses, and she's helped a lot of people do that too. I would love to introduce you to her. Just make sure this would be a good fit for you and kind of go over those details. You have now connected to a third party. Congratulations. You just went through the IPA form, daily success strategy. Okay. From now on, we're calling it daily success strategy because we want to make sure that we're focusing on your business first. Now, the goal is to try to fill in each of these spaces every single day, but don't let that hang you up. Some of you only have 15 minutes a day. Some of you have 3 hours a day. On average, one of these forms takes you an hour. So if you tell me I have 3 hours that I can dedicate to my personal business, then we should see 3 of these forms. We want to make sure that you're working smarter, not harder. We want to make sure that you're not spending all of your time in one single area and not in the rest. Well, maybe you're building relationships with people, but you're not seeing any numbers in your business. You're not seeing any growth. Well, that's because you're not exposing, peaking, inviting, and connecting. You guys will notice that those terminologies are the same as our launch document. You pique their interest, you expose them, and then you connect them. Okay. We wanted to break this down. That was Kristen's genius idea. Then we also have blocks now for personal growth, because that is really important to have to track your numbers. If you're not tracking your business will not continue to grow. It will not scale. It will not be successful. You have to track your numbers. If you want, you guys can take screenshots and put them under your daily success strategy comments in your graphics, or you can write them down here. Whichever you personally prefer to do is fine. Okay. I like screenshots. Some people like writing them. And then we also have our section for personal development, having the ability to have your auto ship set from the 1st to the 5th of the month, and making sure you're on point. Also to add your friends, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. If you guys don't know and you want more details and you want me to go over this, I did a video today in the March Madness to May Flowers for you guys to watch. Everyone should watch that if you want in this group. It looked a little different because we changed like 2 things on this form before. And I'm explaining what that is. So we now have these 3 columns under. It's really important for you to write down your wins for the day. Like really important to actually physically write that down, because sometimes this business is really freaking hard. Sometimes having the discipline to work when you're exhausted, when you've been working your day job all day, when maybe you're not feeling good, when all you want to do is sleep, you need to write down the things that you did to counteract that. I would count today as a win that I feel like crap. I'm struggling with some kind of head cold, and I still got a lot of different things for business done, did several different meetings, 2 different trainings, and a team call. Those are my wins for today. Tomorrow, you want to set your priorities. I'm using this personal section. You can use it for whatever you want, but I'm using it to write down the chats that I need to check tomorrow because I get 1 billion messages a day, and I don't want people's potential chats falling in the cracks, or products I need to send out. Like I have products tomorrow I have to send out for incentives, whatever it is that you need for your priorities. This is all business related, okay? This isn't tomorrow's priority, go grocery shopping, stop and get gas, pay the electric bill. This is having to do with your business, okay? And then you're gonna wanna write down your goals for Friday. So your weekly goals, because we're going to weekly pay in the US and already weekly everywhere else, is you wanna make sure that you're prefacing your month by your week and broken down into your day. So you do your daily success strategy, you look ahead to your weekly pay of what you would be getting, which even before we knew weekly pay was a thing, this is what Kristen taught me to do to be able to hit the ranks that I want. Break it down by month, by week, by day, okay? And then you wanna go to your month goal. So break it down that way. Tell me, what is your goal for this month? Is it your goal this month to reach elite? Okay, then you need to be a minimum of executive by auto ship day. I would say probably by the 10th to give yourself time from the 10th to the 31st to grow your business, okay? Because all that's going to have to be new volume. We encourage everyone to have their auto ships go through the 1st to 5th. Okay. If you can't do that, you can run them up until the 15th. Now, making sure that you have your weekly pay set up is really important because you get paid the next Friday. Okay. I'm not going to go in depth training about weekly pay this week. I want to wrap up the call really quick. These calls will never be more than an hour, but I would like to keep them as minimal as possible. And making sure that we get everything done in this time period. So we're going to have these weekly calls on Mondays. Well, next Monday, we are going to have a very special guest. Okay. So we are going to be creating a Stigma Shifter customer group. This will have ambassador and customer testimonies, but we will also be running customer incentives. So, for example, we just had the Easter basket incentive run where they had the suds and the kids core, right? But how do you communicate that to all of your customers? Well, this group is going to make it central and easy for everyone to do so. So every customer that I have that's active or new customer I'm adding, I will be putting into that group so they can see our own testimonies. They can see what incentives we want to run as a team, and we can help keep them up to date with the newest things. It's really exciting what Nicole Trigg, who is a sideline of mine on Kristen's team as well, she's done some very amazing things with her customer group. She has completely been able to rock it out. And so what's going to happen is between now and next Monday, I'm going to be setting up this group, not for you guys to go ahead and invite your customers to, or your potential customers to. We are going to have ambassadors. I would love for each of you, because you all have your own product testimony, to create a post for that group. You can go ahead and start drafting it up. Now, the thing that's different about a private group like this versus your personal page is on my personal page, I can't talk about how much the Q Core has helped my trigeminal neuralgia. I cannot go out and say that on my public page because that is a diagnosis claim. I can say the electric shocks that I feel, the inflammation problems that I have, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What's different is in our testimony group, our customer group, we can call it a customer reward group, if you will, whatever you guys want to call it. We have not come up with a name yet. So if you have an idea for our group, please let me know privately. I would love to pick your brains. But we can talk about things like that. On your personal page, you can't say anxiety. In our customer private group, we can. If your son has ADHD, if they have autism, you've seen success. If you have fibromyalgia, the thing that is very unique about these private groups is you can funnel people into them and actually share your true experiences with what diagnosis you have, because you're simply sharing your testimony. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. So I'm super excited about our group page because every month at random times, I'm going to be dropping incentives. That could be a gift card. That could be a product. That could be whatever you want it to be. Okay. And we're going to start inviting people into this. So the next couple of weeks, we're going to be building this group. We're going to be adding people, our ambassadors only into it. I will set when we can invite customers to it. If you want to still add them to the Q Sciences, kids, special support needs and beyond, then definitely do that. But everyone should be adding every single customer that they have that has a Facebook into this group to be, to make this be successful and to keep up with everybody. That way you're not having to send out a text message every time something new drops. You should, but if you want to have this group. The last two things that I want to discuss is the compliance video that is on the team page. You must watch that video in the next 24 hours. It is a mandatory video. We want to make sure that our team is staying completely compliant, having an incredible integrity level, and making sure that we're building our businesses with stability, not flux. Okay. Super important that we do everything in our life with integrity, but especially build our businesses. If you ever have compliance questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. If I don't know the answer, I will find the answer. If you've ever found yourself realizing later after the fact that you've done something not compliant, don't have a heart attack. Let's talk about it and see how we can correct things for the future so that you're not continuing something like that. They're not here to burn you on a stake. They're here to help us continue to build things with integrity. Okay. So last thing before we hop off of here. Okay. I know we went over a lot of information. I know it's a little overwhelming, but this is recorded. So you can go back and watch this if you need to. There's lots of incentives, which is an amazing thing. There's lots of different things that you can win as a person, an individual, and a team. There's lots of new things to help you with your daily success. But you guys ever wonder where your IPA sheets are, your daily strategy sheets? You ever, like me, I don't have a printer right now. I'm traveling. I'm not home. I'm not in my office, and I want to be able to have that. So a lot of us use those on a daily basis, and we want to have the accessibility for it. Well, Kristen has helped me find a site where I can do a bulk order in 100-page booklets of the IPA, fully printed in color by 8.5 by 11, that I can put out and send to everybody. So if you're interested in getting something like that, that has it all together in a book, where you can fill it out every day, track it, keep it together. You're not having a million IPA sheets all over the place. You have something you can take and you can go, and it's all together. You can look at your progress from March all the way to May, whatever it may look like. I'm going to be ordering these. So if you want one of these books that has 100 pages in it, I will have a limit of 20 right now, unless you guys just go crazy and every single person on our team wants one. I can place another order. But if you want this, shipping is included in my pricing. So for the US, it's $15 for this book that will last you 3.5 months or more. For Canada or any other internationals that we have on our team, it's $20 US. So if you want one of these books, I will be making a post in Stigma Shifter asking who wants it, and I'll be collecting the money privately. That way I can place this bulk order, and it can save everybody on convenience. It can save everybody on ink and print and all of the things. I'm really excited about this because I hate loose leaf paper. I do. I'll just throw it away, and I want to have it all together, and I don't have a hole punch. I know it's like stupid, but I don't have a hole punch. So, and a lot of you don't even have printers. That's one of the biggest things I hear. But think about how amazing this is going to be for our new people. Say you're a leader, just throwing this out here. Say you're a leader and you have someone brand new who is super excited about this business, and they're doing their IPAs, and you want to see them be successful. That would be an incredible gift or team incentive. So tune into the March Madness to May Flowers, because I may or may not be giving away some of these to people that are working consistently, along with the other things we're giving away. But this way we can stay consistent and stay on track with our goals and not have to worry about loose leaf things. This was Kristen's idea, which she's basically a genius, if you guys haven't noticed. So I'm super excited about everything that's happening. I'm so excited that we now have our own team calls. If you guys ever have questions, literally about anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are here to help. We're here to encourage you and we're here to help you be successful. So that being said, if you have ideas, if you have things that you want to share, then please don't hesitate to reach out, because I can't think of everything. No one can. And I want to make sure our team is all included. Like Haley makes all the amazing graphics. If it looks amazing, that's her. If it's like, nah, it's usually me. Okay. So you can tell the difference of who does what, but she's incredible at graphics. And so we delegate like that. My mom is coming up with different ideas, which she's going to test, and I'm going to let you guys share. Kristen comes up with incredible systems. We all have our own talents. So find what that talent is and strengthen that instead of focusing on changing your weaknesses. But whatever you do this week, whatever you do this month, whatever you do with the rest of your time with Q Sciences, or even the rest of your life, do so with integrity. Always. So I hope everyone has an amazing night. I hope you are fired up and excited for your week. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to be sleeping for a while after this. I have a million ideas in my head. And if you guys have anything that you need at all, please don't hesitate. If I forget something, gently remind me. Don't blow up my phone. Don't be a jerk. Okay. I will put you in the block spam section if you're a jerk. Okay. Don't be a jerk. If I forget something or there's a missing post, just gently remind me privately, and I would really appreciate that, because I don't think you guys sometimes understand all the moving pieces there are to be a silver team. And none of us can be 100 all the time. So let's make sure that we're communicating, we're leaning on all of our different leaders, and we're doing the best we can to create success. Hope everyone has an awesome night, and I can't wait to see more people added into our March Madness and our teams. Bye.